Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And this week I am using the Crystal Visions Tarot for my reading. And I'm just going to start by pulling 3 cards, and each card is going to represent a different section of the upcoming week. And I just want to get a little bit of idea as to what we can expect in this upcoming week. Okay. So we'll start with the first card, which is Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. Okay, so we've got Page of Wands, and I absolutely love this Page of Wands. This is all about engaging in a hobby or a talent that you really enjoy, something that you can immerse yourself in. So this might be something that you're sort of naturally really good at without having to try too hard, or it could be something that you're just kind of learning and getting the hang of. But whatever it is, this is a hobby or an activity that really allows you to sort of lose yourself and be very much in the flow of things, or in the moment. So you know that feeling you get, like if you're into drawing or artwork, you kind of get that feeling when you're in the middle of a project and you're just like so engrossed in it. Or people who, I mean, the figure on the card is playing a flute, so people that are into music, I think, probably get the same kind of thing when they're really kind of in the flow. So another way of looking at this card is that that's kind of how you want to, that's a really good way to start the week. When you're in the flow of things, and it doesn't have to be something artistic or creative, it could even be like going for a walk, but something that allows you to kind of let go of your thoughts in your mind for a bit and just become kind of present in the moment. And when you do that, that is when you're actually at your most brilliant. So that's when you're going to get really good ideas for things. That's when, you know, you might think of a solution to a problem that you're having, or you might suddenly become aware of different ways that you can relate to people that you might be having, you know, communication problems with. So that's when you're at your sort of peak level of brilliance. It's when you're really kind of engrossed or immersed in something. You're in the flow of things. I'm going to come back to this card because I feel like it's significant, but I want to move on to the next card, which represents the middle of the week, so Wednesday and Thursday. And here we've got 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is all about making a wish, and I feel like this is about goal setting, but goal setting by paying attention to your emotions and your feelings, and not so much setting goals like physical goals, but setting goals about how you want to feel. So getting clear about how it is that you really want to feel and making that your goal rather than some external thing. So for example, instead of saying like, oh, I want to, you know, get this done, do this, and achieve this, and buy this, or whatever. Instead, your goal might be something like, I want to feel free this week, or I want to feel really loving today, or something like that. So it's kind of focused more on feeling, and then you're letting your feeling and your desire for that feeling guide the choices that you make and the things that you do and the way that you talk to people and relate to people, and just the way that you approach things. So the middle of the week is about getting clear on how you want to feel more than anything. And I say this because Cups is about feeling, and 9 of Cups is about that feeling you get when you're really succeeding, things are working out, you feel almost like there's this overabundance of goodness, and you feel very sated, very satisfied. So I feel like a lot of us might be feeling that way in the middle of the week. And if you are, then that's a wonderful thing to enjoy, and that's a wonderful place, it's a wonderful jumping off point to actually set goals as to how you want to continue feeling as you move forward. And if you feel the opposite of this in the middle of the week, so if you're feeling totally not satisfied and not in a good emotional place, then this is just an indication that you want to get clear on exactly how you want to feel. So don't worry so much about the extraneous things like what you need to do or what you need to have or what needs to happen, but just how you want to feel, and start there. Okay, so moving on to the weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got Queen of Wands. Now, this is probably, I feel like this is one of the most powerful energies in this whole deck, is the Queen of Wands. She is so dynamic, she's energetic, she's focused, she's passionate, and I feel like this card is saying two things to us. So the first thing it's saying is that this is the aspect of yourself that you want to really tap into this weekend. And you can do that by, and I'm kind of repeating myself what I said here, but you can do that by getting clear on what you want and how you want to feel. That's what the Queen of Wands is all about. She's very clear and she's focused. She's not airy-fairy or anything like that. She's pretty intense, pretty focused. So if you're having any kind of issues with anything, like if you're having a hard time getting something done, if you're having a hard time communicating with people or manifesting what you want, the most powerful thing that you can do is to tap into that part of yourself that is like the Queen of Wands. And everyone has a Queen of Wands inside of them. Whether you're male or female, everyone has this aspect inside of themselves where they have that potential to be passionate, focused, clear, you know, energetic, driven, and they know what they want. Some of us channel that part of ourselves more than others, and others have a hard time finding that, but this weekend is about tapping into that part of yourself. The other message I get from this is that you're going to be interacting with someone in your life who is like the Queen of Wands. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a female, it's just someone who has those characteristics that I already kind of talked about and described. And you can use your relationship and interactions with this person to help trigger and bring out those aspects in yourself. And this can either be a positive or a kind of a negative experience. So if you're not really in tune with that part of yourself, that's, you know, very driven and focused, you might experience this person as being kind of irritating to you. So this might be someone you don't really like in your life, someone who maybe feels a little bit pushy, or you might be kind of jealous of them. And that's an indication that you're kind of cut off from that part of yourself. However, if you have embraced that part of yourself and you want to expand that kind of Queen of Wands energy, then your relationship with this person is probably going to be more positive, and you might really admire this person and enjoy being around them. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick step back and look at all of these cards together. You know, it's interesting, we've got the Page of Wands and we've got the Queen of Wands. I feel like the beginning of the week is about, we're still learning. We're still kind of getting our bearings straight. But by the end of the week, we definitely have clarity, more focus, and more direction. But it all hinges on feeling. So we've got, you know, the two wands are flanking this reading. They're, you know, about action, about doing, about clarity and focus. But we have the center card, which is, in my opinion, kind of the most important card. It's the central card that affects all the other cards. And the central card is about emotion and feeling, paying attention to that and getting clear on how it is that you want to feel. And then putting that out there, because if you look at the figure, she's blowing on, I think it's like a dandelion or something, and then like this mystical sparkle stuff is going out into the atmosphere. This is about making a wish and kind of putting it out there in the universe. Yeah, so it proves to be a really exciting week ahead. So I'm looking forward to it, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching this reading, and best of luck this week. And once again, feel free to put your comments in the comment section below about, you know, if you had any interpretations on these cards, what you noticed and what stood out to you in this reading more than anything. If there was one particular symbol that jumped out at you. So once again, thanks so much for watching. My name is Kate. I'm from dailytarotgirl.com, and have a wonderful week.